A man in a black leather jacket takes down a fake kidnapper with his bare hands. A woman in a rose print dress leans against a rock, laughing into the wind. Neither clip runs longer than a few seconds. And yet by the end of the week, both were being talked about as something more than good television. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and today we're breaking down two completely unrelated moments from two completely unrelated shows that both ended up revealing the same thing about how C-ent actually builds a star. Start with the scene everyone's replaying. On July 15, actor Zhang Linghe became the center of conversation online for a hostage rescue sequence in Season 4 of the reality format of Let's Start Deducing. The setup was simple: dim lighting, a long black leather coat, 190 centimeters of him walking into frame like the scene had been storyboarded around his silhouette. What followed was a tightly choreographed takedown, the villain subdued, the hostage freed, the whole thing over almost before it registered. Here's why that 3-second beat mattered more than a normal variety show stunt. Reality competition shows are not known for cinematic staging. Most action segments look exactly like what they are: celebrities play fighting for a game. This one didn't. The lighting, the wardrobe, the way the confrontation was blocked, it read less like a game show challenge and more like a trailer. That's a production choice, not an accident, and production choices on a show this size don't happen without input from the people managing the talent appearing in it. Fans noticed the same gap between game show and genre film, and ran with it. The label that stuck was a man who walked out of a comic book: bone structure, height, and stillness doing more work than the actual fight choreography. Zhang Linghe's own response was almost deliberately low-key, a 2-word caption on Weibo: playful, no commentary on the viral reaction itself. His company, meanwhile, was doing the opposite, actively promoting the full episode release. That contrast is worth sitting with. When the talent goes quiet and the agency goes loud, that's usually a sign of where the actual strategy is sitting. Because this isn't happening in a vacuum. Zhang Linghe's popularity has been climbing hard off the back of his drama Chasing the Jade, to the point where he was invited to speak at the Straits Forum and picked up a nickname from international press: the storyteller from the East. A single viral action scene, timed right after that kind of momentum, doesn't need to be engineered to matter. It just needs to land in front of an audience that's already primed to pay attention. Foreign media coverage plus a comic book hero label plus an expanding business footprint is less a coincidence and more a pattern of a career being built in layers. There's a second thread from the same show worth mentioning, because it says something different about the same person. On air, Zhang Linghe and fellow guest Ding Chengxin reportedly reached what's been described as a peace agreement, an on-camera understanding not to discuss marriage or arranged marriage. It's a small moment, easy to scroll past. But it's also a rare instance of a celebrity drawing an explicit line on camera about a subject most idols leave vague. Whether that reads as personal boundary setting or as a broader statement about how his generation of Chinese entertainers wants to talk about relationships in public, it became its own separate talking point, proof that not every viral moment from this episode was about action choreography. But the rescue scene wasn't the only single image doing this kind of work this week. Almost simultaneously, a very different photoshoot was reshaping how people talked about someone else entirely. New stills from the reality show Busy Treasure Hunt put actress Tian Xiwei in a white, rose-print dress, double pearl necklace, straw bag, a small red flower chain resting at her collarbone, leaning into a rock backdrop surrounded by hydrangeas. The framing leaned deliberately painterly, soft light, blurred greenery, the kind of composition that looks staged for a magazine spread rather than a competition show. And the commentary that followed leaned just as hard in one direction, a symbol of wealth and elegance, several reviewers said, specifically because it broke a long-running assumption that floral prints read as cheap. That assumption is the actual story here, not the dress itself. Floral prints have a reputation problem in fashion commentary: too sweet, too try-hard, easy to get wrong. Making one look expensive instead of juvenile is a styling decision, not a fabric one: square neckline, puff sleeves, embroidered lace with texture instead of flat print, pearls instead of costume jewelry pulling the whole look up market. Someone made those choices on purpose, and the choices worked exactly as intended. Multiple write-ups specifically framed the look as proof that a floral dress doesn't have to look cheap, which is precisely the argument a stylist would want made in public. The show's own framing did the rest of the work. The official account pushed the idea that Tian Xiwei brings fresh thinking to the competition, escaping the obvious answer when solving puzzles, sweet face, sharp mind, deliberately positioned against each other. That's not a new trick in variety television, but it's an effective one. Audiences remember the contrast longer than they remember either half on its own. A cinematic dress and a clever answer land as two data points about the same person, not two unrelated facts. None of this happened out of nowhere, either. Back in May, filming in Zhhanglinghe, she was photographed in an off-shoulder camisole with an orange base and a rose-print princess-style dress. By June, Reuters had photos of her in a pink floral maxi dress and a ruffled yellow floral piece, same fresh, sweet color language, different silhouette each time. 3 separate floral looks across 3 months is a wardrobe pattern, not a one-off styling accident. Whoever is dressing her has been building toward this exact elegant, not cheap, flower dress reputation for a while, and this week's photos are the version that finally got the headline they were aiming for. Even the location did some of that work for free. Zhhanglinghe's hydrangeas and greenery gave the shoot a natural backdrop that several outlets compared to Monet, soft light, blurred color, the kind of setting that makes styling choices look effortless even when they're not. That's the advantage of shooting somewhere the scenery is already doing half the aesthetic job. Put both stories side by side and the pattern is hard to miss. Neither Zhang Linghe's rescue scene nor Tian Xiwei's flower dress shoot is, on its own, a huge event. A reality show stunt. A photo shoot on a competition series. But both turned into the week's biggest talking points because someone behind the scenes understood exactly what a single well-produced image can do for a career narrative, one leaning into leading man, the other into elegance without pretension. Variety shows have quietly become one of the most efficient places in C-ent to plant that kind of image, precisely because the format looks unscripted even when the styling and blocking clearly aren't. To be clear about what we actually know here, nothing in either story confirms a coordinated campaign, and both people's broader careers involve a lot more than one viral clip. What we can say is that both moments arrived at a point in each star's trajectory where the timing made them land harder than they might have otherwise, and that's worth noticing, even if the full picture is still being written. If you like entertainment coverage that goes past the headline, the kind that catches the quieter signals most coverage skips, Rabbit News Hallyu is built exactly for that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just news.